G'day folks, welcome back. Jim Chalmers says he's not responsible for the budget blowout. Have you heard about this budget blowout? The Australian Financial Review has just reported a $57 billion blowout in the budget in just the last 6 months. 6 months. And apparently, according to Jim Chalmers, that's somehow not his fault. So let's talk about what that actually means. I mean, $57 billion in 6 months. That's $57 billion of money just gone. Can you imagine how much money $57 billion is? And it's just gone. That's $313 million every single day. Just gone. Not my fault. Just gone. Every single day. Now, let's divide that by the 29 million people that live in Australia, and that's $1,965 per person. Anyway, congratulations, because whether you voted for this bloke or this government or not, you paid $2,000 for this blowout. But Jim says, nah, not me, not responsible. So let's ask a couple of questions. How much tax do you reckon you pay in your lifetime? Even though, if you add it all up, of course, you know, we pay income tax with GST, fuel excise, council rates, regos, stamp duty, and all the other sneaky little levies that these guys insist on hiding into everything for us. We all pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax. What are we getting for it? How about a $57 billion black hole? $313 million a day. How long can Australia sustain this madness? How long before they have to put up taxes? How long before they start cutting all of the services and all of the infrastructure? How long before inflation bites harder? That's what we're already seeing. How long before they put up the interest rates? I think we'll find that out. Maybe they'll just print more money and say everything's fine. Australia's government debt is expected to pass $1 trillion. I'm going to say that really slowly. $1 trillion. That is 1,000 billion dollars. That's generational debt. We can't hope to pay that off. A blowout like this has to get paid later. You'll pay it later in higher taxes, higher levies, higher charges, less services, but it'll be paid by your kids, my grandkids, and it'll also be paid by anybody, especially those who think this just doesn't matter. Here's the part that really does matter though. Jim Chalmers is the Treasurer of Australia today. Has been for quite a while. He's not the Treasurer of yesterday. He's not the Treasurer of a decade ago. He's the Treasurer right now. If the budget explodes under his watch, he should own it. You don't get to say, not my fault, I inherited this debt, or it's global conditions. Mate, it's your job. If I wreck my paddock as a farmer, my fault. If a tradie blows a job, he's got to pay to fix it. If a small business goes broke, they're responsible. How is Jim Chalmers exempt from all this? So I'll finish with this. If we've lost $57 billion in 6 months, or $313 million a day, every Australian is $2,000 poorer because of it. Why is Jim Chalmers still the Treasurer? Because if this isn't a sackable offence, what is? We need new representation. We need new bureaucrats. Me, I'm voting orange. One nation. I hope you will too. Anyway, as always, be safe out there, guys, and thanks for watching.